Alright, A Great Divide is the name of this map, and as we saw from the previous matchup between Team Rat King and Team Osmodian, this is an allies game. And the way this works is there are two teams under one banner here. Basically, one team comprised, well, gosh, how can I say this? There is one team split up into two smaller squads, and they're going to ally with each other. As you can see, Paris is allied with Arsenic. We're looking at Paris's squad for Team Karma. Sam the Butcher, Honky, and Zell are going to be helping him out. Down in the south with him in the east, it's going to be Arsenic with MP Phil and Muskrat Beak. I have no idea who that could be. Who the heck is Muskrat Beak? Oh, you know what? I think that's Limp. Limp from the Name Changers in the Myth World Cup. I believe he is showing up to show his support and substitute, try to help out Team Karma here in the third and final week of the match, or of the tournament, I should say. In the north, opposite these teams, it is Giant Killer General and company. Here we have Giant Killer General with Zach, Slate, and LN, and it's going to be Kruniak with Genghis Khan and Gecko. So we're going to see exactly how this happens. This game, I do remember this game being pretty exciting, and I didn't really have play a huge role in the game. I was just kind of like, hey, you sit on the, beat defense and don't do anything. And I was like, all right, whatever. But I did watch everyone else play, and I was like, wow, this is a pretty intense game. So let's see if this lives up to my memory of it. And we'll take a look at some of these trades. Pretty heavy on archers here. Basically, it's like archers, Stygian Knights, and the Tro. Unusual trade there. It's gonna be a little bit different. Actually, no, it's gonna be kind of the same. One dwarf, no, two dwarves here. Archers, Tro, Stygian Knights, and some goals. And I think there was only one dwarf. I could have been mistaken. Yeah, just one dwarf, bunch of goals, some Stygian Knights, and a bunch of archers here. We'll see if it's any different. Yeah, there's some brigands here for Arsenic, and Paris got some brigands as well. So Team GKG not even bothering to get brigands, basically saying they are worthless, going instead to for maximizing their Stygian Knights output and the archers. Archers are going to be well, they're going to be great for focusing down those Tro. Also, you have a dwarf here and there, and then of course some goal play. What would this game be without some goal play? But not a whole lot of goals here for Team Paris, and I'm assuming not a whole lot of goals either for Arsenic. Just two, it looks like, for each. Whereas I think Kruniak got at least 4. There's 4 here, and GKG with I'm pretty sure he has. Well, there's 3 here. I'm pretty sure there's more than that also. Yeah, here's 6. And gosh, I don't know. But the way that this was working out is when I was on GKG's team, he's like, okay, play defense, scout out, make sure nobody gets up, and I'm just going to run over and tag team. We're going to tag team one of these statues, and it's assassin. So basically, if you eliminate that statue, the whole team just disappears, and you get the kill, get the win. So Paris is going to try to move up. I don't know if he realizes that it's going to be a tag team on Arsenic or not. Yeah, he does realize that that's what's going on. And Giant Killer General going to try to make it happen. He's also going to be with Genghis Khan on the Tro. Basically, 2 Tro can team up on one statue and just wreak havoc on a full team here. But you can see Arsenic and MP Phil, and yeah, that's it. Arsenic and MP Phil just trying to plug up the holes here in their little little base area. And what else is happening here? It just seems like, yeah, Honky was trying to sneak across or something, but is deciding to fall back to base. Here we go. Paris is sending, and of course he keeps the tro for himself. He is sending a small contingent over to relieve Arsenic, try to keep things a little bit more even here. But man, these units, Giant Killer General, taking quite a while to make it over to this this sector. That Puskull gets taken out pretty easily there. Can't help but think that that was an error for whoever's Puskull that was. Maybe Genghis Khan or what? I'm not sure. Yeah, that was Genghis's Puskull. Some flaming arrows being shot, but doesn't look like they do any damage. Here's Gecko on the archers. It's going to try to focus down MP Phil. Here we go. Muskrat Beak has the tro. So Limp being entrusted with the tro for Arsenic Squad. Giant Killer General breaking in through the back way. He's going to attempt to come up on the flag. Lucky for Arsenic, he dropped his satchels, or unlucky, as the case may be. Giant Killer General moving in here. He's going to engage. And it basically only takes him one shot for those brigands. Oh, maybe not. Uh-oh, he's got to get out of there as he's going to get double teamed. Yeah, MP Phil dropped his satchels as well. I don't know if I would drop my satchels on this map. He's going to attempt to do some damage now to the statue, but he's not going to be able to get it all the way as he is taken out. Basically, Genghis Khan up to him to focus down the statue now, as he was entangled with some other stuff happening, I'm guessing, while that was occurring. So hopefully, or I'm sorry, Giant Killer General, Genghis Khan was taken out. As Limp takes out that other Puskull there. Another Puss goes down. Pretty ineffectual. Giant Killer General, is he going to do it? Is he going to just go for it or what? He is going to get focused down, it seems, and chased out of there. Yeah, I think he's going to try to get out of there. And I don't know, maybe get a heal. As there are some units here, Zach Nafine going to try to reinforce. But the thing is, Paris is at large. Paris and Honky can easily turn the tide here by taking this out. And I really think that that's what's going to happen here. Zach Nafine just getting caught with his pants down. You know, Gecko has a little bit of units, but really not enough to hold, as Paris going to move in here and just focus down these archers, take them out one by one, and basically, wow, let's look at let's F7 here. 36% for Kruniak's team, 59% for Giant Killer General's team. They're at a clear disadvantage. 74% for Arsenic, 80% for Team Paris. What a turnaround. Giant Killer General at a disadvantage. He is going to find that heal, but remember, Tro only get healed up to 50%. So Limp's Tro at about 50%, Paris's Tro at about 50% as well. So that's the good news for GKG, but they're going to have to hold some kind of epic defense here on Kruniak's flag if they want to survive. Meanwhile, Slate and company derp around on, or not on the flag, but on the statue, I should say, as it is, it's a killable flag, basically. You kill the flag, the statue, and the team loses. But GKG, what's he gonna do? He's gonna run down here, maybe try to take out Limp. or maybe just try to run in here and take out this statue. I think that's what he's going to try to do. He's just going to try to run down there and make that happen, pull off some of these units, and hopefully get there before anybody can react. The thing is, these archers are set up. Oh man, they can do so much damage. They can accumulate so much damage from such a far distance. It's going to be difficult. Meanwhile, Zell and Paris teaming up here. Uh-oh, Paris, you're in some trouble. Lucky for Paris, he manages to survive, but that one dwarf, Genghis Khan, able to do quite a bit of damage. He's going to try to focus down on Paris, as Paris doesn't want to take any more damage. He will basically risk being turned to stone. There are some units backing him up here, but I don't know if it's going to be enough, as Slate has actually moved out to try to take out this force.
5 minutes remaining.
And Arsenic's force with MP Phil, and well, I guess it's Muskrat Beak's force. They are just now kind of climbing that hill. So as Slate gets in there, he can actually, he might be able to pinch this and cause them to, cause this attack to fail, but we'll see. Nice puss there by Zachnifine, and actually Muskrat Beak gonna lose that Trode to the focused archers of Kruniak. Nice archering there. And yeah, this force caught out of position. You know, Paris just unable to lend the support. Not a very well organized or timely attack at all, and they're just going to be driven back. Meanwhile, what happened to Giant Killer General's Tro? Oh, I guess he got killed. I didn't quite see what happened to him. I don't know why he didn't attempt to take out the statue, as it was clearly, it only needed like 2 or 3 hits. But I'm sure he had his reasons, as now it looks as if the defense for Team Giant Killer General is going to hold. Although Limp does have this Stygian Knight loose, he's going to take out some of these archers, but finally his reign of terror ended by Genghis. And now there's just a handful of units back on this statue. And here's a force that's trying to make its way up to the north. However, we saw there's not a whole lot of time, maybe 3 minutes remaining. 4 archers of death, says Kruniak. And actually, only one of them has kills. 2 of them have 2 kills. 4 archers with 4 kills between them. So the force in the west is spotted, and Giant Killer General team and company going to be ready for them, or at least they're going to be aware of their impending presence. As another force going to be sent up on the offense, although they're not going to be able to tackle these archers from such a low position. They're going to need to go around, and that's just going to mean that they're not going to be able to get there in time. If they go all the way around like this, they're not going to get there in time at all, as now it's 2 minutes remaining. Kind of a lost cause there. And actually this group here, I don't even think they're going to have enough time. So I'm going to call this a stalemate early, but we will see what happens, as there is a little bit of defense on the flag, and I think it's going to be enough to stall this group. I don't think they're going to be able to get there in time at all, but we will see. As suddenly there's some Stygian Knights moving on up. They might be able to focus down this statue. We'll see. However, Arsenic is hellbent on preventing that from happening. He's got his group of archers and group of Stygian Knights, and they're going to seal that hole. They're going to plug that up nice and tight. And that's going to cause Giant Killer General to try to take a detour, come around. He is probably going to lose a unit because of that. And Genghis Khan going to try to move in now. he might be able to send a unit in. Oh, no, he's going to actually attempt to... No, that... I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but he ends up losing both of his Stygian Knights in that process. Here we go. We have Sam the Butcher on the move with Honky. And Slate is back on the flag. He's gonna try to push him back, and I think he's gonna succeed. I don't really see them being able to break that
30 seconds remaining.
That impasse. Some nice stabbing action on that Stygian Knight. He's going to be driven back, but yeah, there's not going to be anything able to break through and take out one of these statues. Just not possible. Paris's Tro is going to try to come in and take out this statue here, but it's well defended. Kruniak's Archers of Doom are going to be focusing down that Tro.
Game over.
And yeah, just not enough time. Not enough time. We see here that Honky just not able to send anything in. Slate had a Stygian Knight, but really there wasn't much he was going to be able to do. There's just not enough units left. Too many units on defense and not enough on offense to really turn the tide at all by either team throughout the entire game. So this one's going to be a draw. This is actually a tie, as neither team going to be able to take out a statue at all. And let's kind of pour through and see how these players did. Team GKG, of course, Giant Killer General doing pretty well, 70 damage, 8 kills. Zach almost identical, 71 damage and 6 kills for him. Slate had 7 kills, and really LN hardly saw any action at all. Paris's squad, Paris obviously doing the best with the Tro, 121 damage, 15 kills for him. That's pretty good, actually, if I may say so myself. 121 damage is going to be a lot. Honky next in line with 75 damage, 8 kills for him. And their team actually had 306 damage, which I guess next to them would be Team Kruniak, where Gecko actually had 133 damage. I don't even know how he got that. Oh, with his archers, I imagine. He had 17 losses, only 5 kills. Somehow he had that kind of damage, though. That's pretty amazing. Genghis Khan, 96 damage. He had the Tro, but unfortunately lost it in that gambit on Arsenic's flag. And Arsenic doing well along with Limp. 101 damage for him and 98 damage for Limp. Otherwise, doing almost the same, 9 kills and 4 losses apiece there. So that's going to be it for game number 3. Game number 4 is next. Once again, thank you for joining me. I am the NewMutator, and if you like these videos, you know, I don't know, like them or whatever, press the like button. I don't really know, but hopefully if enough people do that, then more people will be able to see them. They'll notice them out there. So that's my guess. I really have no idea how this thing works, but we'll see you in the next game, game number 4.